Yeah.
29 years old, thinking I got a long life ahead of me. I ain't worried about nothing.
It's quiet.
But one day, a
It's about
small,
you.
still voice, while I was showering, told me to touch my breasts. And I had never did the breast exam because I'm 29. That happened to people in their 40s, 50s, women in their 60s, not 20. 20. Not 29, but 28. Not 29. 28. I was 28. And I touched my breast, and immediately my heart dropped because I thought of my mother. We lost her in 93 with gastric cancer. 92, lost her, my mother's baby sister, I believe, with brain cancer. And before that, my mom had an older sister who had breast cancer that traveled to her brain and ended her life. Then, two other sisters on my mother's side with breast cancer as well, and another aunt with colon cancer. So I was so scared and nervous. But I thought, okay, I'm 28, brush it out, it'll disappear. My older sister said, sometimes when a lady on her menstrual, your breasts tend to get tender and it tend to lump up. It'll pass. A month went by, it didn't pass. But all of a sudden, I started feeling sharp pain in the middle of my chest, like somebody sticking me with a needle. And I'm like, this is not good. Something is wrong. And not only that, I have been feeling so fatigued. Cancer, it drains your body. It comes with pain sometimes, and this is a pain that I couldn't stand no more because it was a nagging type pain. So that next following month, I said, let me go ahead and go to my primary doctor, who also, just because of my age, how old are you? I'm 28. You black women, they tend to have fibrous tissue. Oh, that's all it is. It'll disappear. And I said, no, doctor, I have a long history on my mother's side with cancer, and something don't feel right. This is not like me. My body feels funny. I need for you to double check this. He's like, well, since you're adamant, we'll go ahead and send you to the sonogram because you're too young to get a mammogram. And I'm like, okay, because I refuse to just walk away because I know something was wrong. Always, like the other two ladies, listen to your body. Your body is always giving you. He said, warning comes before destruction. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting warning signals. Check this out. So I did the sonogram, and the guy, the technician, he looked at the screen, and his eyes just bugged, and he's like, are you a praying woman?
I tell you.
Again, my heart dropped, and I'm like, why would you say that? Well, it could be cancer. We always go worse and go down from there. It looks cancerous, but I can't really give you that information. You have to go back to your primary doctor. He'll further examine it and tell you. And he's like, well, we're going to send you to a specialist and have him take a look at it. Went to the specialist, and he brushed again. You're 28. You're black. It's just fibrous tissue. But to be on the safe side, we'll go get a biopsy. And he biopsied it, and I went on back to work. One day went by, 2 days went by, and I'm nervous because I knew in my heart, I knew in my spirit something was wrong. But I needed to know for sure. That third day I called at work, hey, what's my result? We need for you to come into the office. Ladies, don't allow them to tell you over the phone your results, especially because at work, you have to drive, and you don't know your state of mind when you get bad news. I could have, you could have had a wreck, because my next episode, something like this similar happened, but he told me to come in, and I said, oh Lord, I told my coworkers, I got cancer. Oh, don't think like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's for them to say come in. It's not good. It's something they can't tell me over the phone. So I went to the office, me and Mr. House. We sat there, and the doctor, he had tears in his eyes, and I'm like, oh my goodness, because I know doctors normally don't show their emotion. They're not to show their emotion, and he did. And he said, you are the second youngest person I had to tell this. He put his head down, and he's like, you have breast cancer. And I'm in denial again. I'm 28. You wrong. I told him, you wrong. You better look at that again, because you wrong. Check it again. He said, I'm not in this house. You have stage 2 carcinoma in situ within my milk ducts beginning to develop. And then when I further had more tests done, it was spreading to my lymph nodes. Out of 5, they took out 2 were positive. And I still blocked it out because I said I need to go on the trip with my job. They shipping me over. I'm going on a plane. I can't go get no treatments. And that doctor, she said, then you don't need to come see me then, because your tumor is running rampant that you will end up dying if you wait a little longer. And I said, well, this is something serious. This is real. It suddenly dawned on me, I have cancer. And I didn't take it too well because I was a basket case crying over everything, in the floor crying. But each time, God sent somebody to let me know, you are not going to die, but live and declare the works of the Lord. I still didn't believe it. And God put you to the test. And when you don't pass them, guess what? He comes back again and tests you. Didn't realize it, that I was going to go through it again. I went on, took all my chemotherapy, did radiation, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. Take the lump out. I want my girls. I want to still be a woman. I feel like if you remove my breast, I'm not going to be a woman, so don't do that. Just take the lump out. Didn't realize 3 years later, it came back on me again in the same exact breast, but instead of stage 2, it was stage 3. So I had to do the mastectomy. And I said, I don't want to wake up with a flat chest. Y'all need to do reconstruction, remove the breast and do reconstruction at the same time. Oh my God, why did I do that? That was some hard. I had 11 hours of surgery. In hindsight, before this happened, I was a big girl. I was a size 14. And one day I said, I wish I could have one of them.
Tummy tuck.
A tummy tuck, and I'll be good. He said, be careful what you ask for. I wasn't specific, because I did get that tummy tuck, but it was due to cancer. They took my tissue from my abdomen, which is called a flat trap. A transplant. And kept everything internal. It was like a tunnel, and they rebuilt my breast. I stayed in the hospital 5 days, just like mother. I'm ready to go home. I'm not sick. I am not sick because they had me on so much medication. I was hallucinating. I didn't feel right. I said, y'all take, because they had me on morphine. It was very strong. I'd rather take Tylenol. And I said, I need to get out of here because the devil tried to play with your mind. And I said, no, I got to get out of here. And my daughter, she took it hard, and because I was hooked up to everything. Didn't realize I was near death. My family didn't want to let me know that I was so pale and dry that I looked like that, but I refused to give up. And that's one thing, you don't give up, you keep fighting and keep positive people around you, and that's what I did. I kept my church family praying for me, and I went through it, got through it. Second time, okay, I'm good. But I noticed I kept my mouth closed. And Pastor, who back then was Minister Blanks, said, Debra, you done been through this thing twice. You need to open your mouth and tell others about your experience. God has been so good to you. You need to let folks know. You need to let other women know. And I was ashamed. I was ashamed. My self-esteem was low. Losing all of my hair. I had hair like Miss Sean. And to lose all my hair, I felt so ugly inside. I was embarrassed. I didn't want to tell nobody about what I went through. So, since I didn't, 6 years later, here we go again. In my right breast, because I didn't get it removed. Breast cancer, again, stage 3. And I'm like, oh my, and each time, ladies, I found the one. I let my doctor know. It wasn't a doctor, it was me, saying something ain't right. And that's the key. If anything is wrong, it's best to catch it early. You wait too late, you don't want to hear, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. And they try to put a number on your life, which they cannot. God has the final say. But so many people do not believe in God, so they lay down and die. But I refused. That 3rd time, I'm like, okay, let's do it. I already know the routine. I ain't no rookie no more. I'm a pro. And not only was I in chemo, my little sister, we had the same doctor, we had the same chemo schedule, and that was nobody but God designed that, because he knew she was trying to fall. She was trying to give up. And we sitting next to each other and I'm looking at her. Oh no, you better pick your head up and fight. You come from a whole line of fighters. We got 2 aunts when technology was nothing compared to now. And gave one up. And her doctor died, and she's still here. She's still here, and she's what, 80-some years, 82 years old. He gave her up to die. He is gone. You don't listen to them when they try to give you negative. You say, okay, I hear you, but you ain't my maker. I'm gonna go to my maker.
I know that's right.
He has the final say. And I'm telling you, I was so glad when she came down and she heard I went through it. And baby, she got on, she started praying and put blessed all in my hair, because she didn't want me to lose a strand of hair. But I said, that's okay. It's okay, because this is temporary. You don't wallow and die over temporary. You brush that off and say, okay, come on. I'm in it. I'm in for the fight. So, okay. But still, I didn't tell it. So a year later, after going through chemo a 3rd time, it came back in my chest wall. And I said, you know what? No longer will I keep my mouth closed. No more. Praise God. And you know what they thought? That I was trying to lay down and die. So they decided, okay, we need to send her to the psychiatrist. She's gonna lose her mind. She done been through it 4 times. She finna lose her mind. So I done went to the psychiatrist, and she sits down with her pad and everything. And do you feel like killing yourself or others? And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what is this all about? Well, your doctor, she recommended me to you and wanted to talk to you, get your feelings out. I said, I don't need to talk to you. I know who to talk to, and I've been talking to him. What you got to say, you are created by him. So I don't need to talk to you. I need to go straight to the source. No, I'm good. I ain't trying to kill myself. And she looking me up and down. I said, yes, when God does something, he does it well. And matter of fact, I ain't on no medication, and I don't want no medication from you, because I ain't trying to lose I'm finna tell it. I'm finna tell it. I'm finna
All
tell
right,
it what my
tell it.
daddy can do. And the ladies that are in the council center, they don't believe it. And I show them my stuff. Auntie, she told me one day. That was the first episode. Cause I said, I'm here. And she said, baby, them scars let you know you are still here.
Already.
Them scars, that reminds you what God can do. You still here to see them scars. I'm like, yes, you right. For my battle scars. I'm still here. I'm still fighting. And I let them know, don't you stop fighting. Until God said, well, it's all right. You won. You won. The battle is already pre-planned for you to already win. So I'm already winning with no medication. But the key is, people, you got to make some changes. If you keep getting the same thing over and over again, you got to realize I got to change some things. And you know what I did? I had to change my diet. Even though it's hard, ladies, get rid of that soda. That soda ain't your friend.
You're right.
If you realize it's so cheap in the store, right? The expensive stuff is the healthy stuff. It's expensive. It's good for you. But the cheapest thing you can find, it is not good for you. Don't fall for the trap. Change my diet. I don't even touch soda every once in a while because it's hard being around other drinkers. But it burns my throat, so that lets me know I need to leave that alone. Caffeine is not your friend, and you got to exercise. He made these elbows, these joints, just like them doors got joints, hinges to move. These need to move. You need, just like your car. Every, 3 months or 3,000 miles, you change your oil, you go to the mechanic to get it maintenance and the checkup. Your body needs the same thing because sometimes we don't do right. So we got to go get a checkup and make sure your blood pressure good, your glucose is good. So if you take care of your car, is your car better than you? You need to take care of yourself. That car don't mean nothing when you dead. So you got to take care of yourself and exercise. I exercise, I eat right. Instead of them giving me, what's that, Paxil or Zoloft? And that's for people that got problems with mental capacity. She said, my doctor, it won't per se help you sleep, but it'll make you not worry about nothing. And I said, wait a minute. But you know what? Oh, doctor, okay, I'm gonna take it. But my sister, Sharona, she said, girl, you bumping into stuff. And I noticed I was having night sweats and thinking funny. I said, let me read the side effects. May cause suicidal thoughts. And I wanted to go to sleep. I said, I ain't taking this stuff no more. And I left her, oh no. You supposed to, you don't cold turkey. You supposed to wean yourself out. I said, I don't care what you say. That stuff wasn't making me do nothing but feel bad. I'm not taking something that gonna make, you know what I did, people? At Baylor Hospital, they have free exercise classes for people that have gone through cancer. They had a yoga class. That yoga class helped me more than ever. I sleep like a baby. My sister here can vouch for that. She went with me, and trainer, she turned the lights down low when she, tell you to breathe in, breathe out, don't think about nothing. I was telling we had. It works, don't it? It works. If you try it, just try it. Don't just say no. Just try it and see. Because sometimes when you do it by yourself, I don't feel like it. But she called you, hey, you going today? And I'm like, yeah, we gonna go. And that helps you keep going when you got somebody on your side and say, yeah, we gonna exercise and eat healthy together. And now, since I've told you my story, I want to tell you what is cancer. Because in his word, he said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And sometimes they don't give, the doctor they give